please, don't try anything that you're about to see us do at home. Ever.
On this episode of Mythbusters, was the moon landing a hoax?
Yep, the team are tackling the tallest tale of all. Did NASA fake the Apollo moon mission?
That's 100% wacky right there.
Adam and Jamie first focus on the photos.
Behold our moon landing set.
Do these stills prove Neil Armstrong took his small step in a studio?
Taking the shot.
Then they investigate the myth that to fabricate the classic look of lunar landings, NASA simply slowed down the film. And finally, Cary, Grant, and Tori,
oh my God, these are all vacuum chambers?
Take on claims that in a vacuum, flags don't flap and foots don't print.
In your face, conspiracy theorists.
Who are the Mythbusters?
Did you know what was lurking in your basement?
Adam Savage.
This is the best cooking show ever.
And Jamie Heineman.
Is that beautiful or what? Oh.
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience.
Wow.
Joining them, Grant Imahara.
That was crazy.
Carrie Byron.
Let's go.
And Tori Belleci.
Is this as disturbing as I think it is?
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
Mew like a kitten. Guess what our first myth is?
Still photography?
Yes! Most of the alleged evidence that NASA faked the moon landings comes from NASA's own photography, which theorists claim shows clear evidence the moon landing was faked in the studio and could not have been filmed on the moon.
Say hoax.
Hoax!
So these are the photos the guys will focus on. According to Apollo hoax advocates, this shot was taken in a studio because the shadows are not parallel. Supposedly, that's something that could only happen with multiple light sources. Then there's this image of an artfully lit astronaut. Conspiracy cheerleaders claim if he really was standing in the shadow of the moon module, you wouldn't be able to see him so clearly.
You know what? Let's do parallel shadows first.
How do you want to test it?
I think we're gonna need a bigger vacuum.
And like way more marshmallows.
These vacuum theories are some of the more convincing in the conspiracy canon. After all, it appears logical that the breeze that fluttered the flag just couldn't be there on the moon. And anyone who's taken a walk on a beach knows only wet sand leaves a definite footprint. So with no moisture on the moon, then these images must be fake.
Okay.
The myth states that this famous footage was faked by slowing it down. The astronauts are simply skipping around on a film set in slow motion. So are these iconic images full-speed fact or slow-motion fake?